I'm on my way to get my number, and the weather is, wow, well, really it's going to be real hit and miss. It's flipped today between bright sunshine and pouring showers, but it has been windy all day long. Hail, better now than the race. So I don't want to get any excuses out of the way. I'm just telling you, it's likely to be wet. My plan in my last video, I explained it's a 10k, 2 laps of 5k, and I was going to take it threshold intensity for the first 5k, and then if I'm feeling good, ramp it up. But I've changed my mind. With a mid-Cheshire 5k coming up a week on Friday, I'm going to do the whole race, dial back to heart rate and just see how it goes. Likely to finish outside 40 minutes, but I like to sort of think I can maintain a threshold heart rate intensity and still just dip under 40 minutes. That'll be good. Let's see how it goes. Hey, nice colour coordinated number with a little bike logo on it as well. Well, I've certainly got an easier start. Right, running at heart rate, I should be able to have a commentary. This is definitely going to be a slow first kilometre. But as they say in cycling, let the pain come to you.
Thank you, Marshall.
This is probably sub threshold at the moment. They're better slower than fast. Mind you, heart rate 157. That's probably just where I need to be. But feel, effort-wise, feels quite relaxed. There is a hill coming. Heart rate 160, so taking into account there's a hill coming, this is about right. Not sure what the pace is. Heart rate 164. Nothing harder than this. Right, we're about 406 pace. Let's not worry about the pace. The torque test is just where it needs to be, I think. Right, this is the meaty hill. Heart rate's creeping up, so dial it back. 169, dial it back more. Concentrate on the heart rate, bringing it back down. Right, this is the gravelly bit I mentioned on the video. It's going to be muddy in the woods. Heart rate 163, which is good. And the torque test is good as well. Able to talk in kind of broken sentences. So we come out of this park, turn left, hit a dip, and another climb. Quick pose for the camera. So when I get on this climb, key is not busting that heart rate. Try not to focus on the slow average pace. It's going to be outside 40 minutes. But the bigger goal is the mid-Cheshire 5k a week on Friday. Right, this is climbing all the way for that kilometre. Uh-oh, 168. Ease back. I don't get run over. So we'll make this turn and then a bit of a kick to the right hand branch, and we've got a downhill rolling to complete the first lap. Still 168 on the heart rate. Don't push, don't push. Yeah, it's a grind. Slightly, maybe too intense on the heart rate, but talking is about the right level of intensity. Right, let's cruise. Average pace 4:06. Right, second lap, big hill. Heart rate a bit too high, 168. So no pushing it up here. Oh dear, 171. Dial it back again. It feels like I'm crawling. 167. Job done. Okay, let's cruise into the woods again. A bit muddy. Heart rate 165. Spot on. So all ambitions of a sub 40 clocking have gone. So that mindset, innit? Sticking to the plan for a long-term good. 164 heart rate as the climbs kick in. See you at the top. Right, last real climb done. Hold it together, okay? Still able to string a few sentences together. And just cruise it in now. Last couple of K, I think. Maybe 2.5. .166. You're doing well. Okay, 1K to go. We're good to cruise. Heart rate 166, 167. Man, these downhills stress the legs more than the uphills. I think the finish is up that path, which is an incline. Heart rate 160. This is the most controlled I've ever been with a number on my back. I must admit, it's more enjoyable because it's less painful. Not saying it doesn't hurt, but
Excellent body.
it's not like a full-blown race effort hanging on by a thread. I've got a tight hamstring actually. That's more from the downhills. I'm not going to bust the effort on the finish, 50 yards. Well, I don't know what to think about that. As it turns out, I think I was first in the old man 60 age group, but I got mixed feelings. 40-50 I think my time was. It felt a lot harder than it should have done.
Move at 60. Newcastle tie. Mark Saggers. Here's Mark. Male at 65. Mark.
Hello team, it is the next day. Well, that was an interesting race, wasn't it? And yet again, the battery ran out as I was approaching the finish. How many times has that got to happen? I did start and stop the camera a few times during the race, but obviously operator error again. Right, let's unpick that race then. Yes, I think I managed to run it at correct threshold level from the measures and variables that I've gathered for the Norwegian method. And that means it's hard. No doubt about it. Running threshold is not an easy run. So that was not a flat out race intensity, but being over 2.5 minutes slower than what I probably should have ran with full bore race is a bit slower than I thought it would be. The sensations in the body are okay, although the legs were spasming a bit in the final kind of kilometre, and I've got a bit of a worry bead about my left hamstring. See where that goes, because it's a mid-Cheshire 5k in just a week's time. So overall though, the legs are not as trashed as they normally are after a full bore race for me, but they are semi-trashed. That's just the way it goes, isn't it, I guess. So a good experiment. Managed to take the age group win. There's a surprise. It feels a bit fake because of the way I ran it, and I think the fast guys just stayed at home. The weather was a bit on and off, wasn't it? I think I'm a bit disappointed overall with the result. You know, intensity and time. I thought it would be a bit quicker. Let's see how it goes next week at the 5k though. But thanks for joining. See you in the next video.